Hari Om. We'll start the session. Jayamalaji is ready to present today.
Hari Om, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yeah, you are.
Huh.
You'll be presenting ma today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We'll start. Om. 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 Sahana bhavatu. Sahanau bhunaktu. सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादम् शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् चल you can present Jayamalaji.
Hari Om, ma'am.
Verse 25 or 24?
25. Atma Bodha, verse 25. This verse talks about the fundamental error, that is the birth of the ego. This verse says, Atmana Sachidam Sascha Buddhe Vritti iti dvayam samyoja cha vivekena janami iti pravartate janami iti pravartate. The word meanings are as follows. Atmana, of the self. Sachit Amsha, the existence consciousness aspect. Cha, and. Buddhe, of the intellect. Vrittihi, the thought wave. Iti, thus. Dvayam, the two. Samyojya, blending. Cha, and. Avivekena, through indiscrimination. Janami, I know. Iti, thus. Pravartate, functions. So the meaning of this word is by the indiscriminate blending of the two, the existence consciousness aspects of the self and the thought wave of the intellect there arises the notion of I know. So this verse goes like this. Atmana Sach Chit Amsha Cha. So Atmana is the Atman, the self. The Sat is the pure existence. Chit is the pure consciousness. Amsha is the aspect or the nature. So the first line says that the self is of the nature of Sat and Chit, existence and consciousness. Now we come to the next line. Buddhi, vritti, iti, dvayam. Buddhi is the intellect. Vritti is the thought wave. Iti, dvayam. So these are the two things. One is the Atman and the another is the Buddhi. The next line says, Samyojya cha avivekena. So Samyojya is the blending of these two things. Coming together of these two things. Avivekena, that is, by the indiscriminate blending of these two, janami iti pravartate, there arises the notion of janami, that is, I know. So in this verse, Shankaracharya explains how the sense of I know arises, how the ego is born. So firstly, if we look at the verse, we notice that Sat and Chit are only mentioned. There is the omission of Ananda aspect. And this is deliberate because Ananda is exceptional rather than being a regular state of our experience. Hence, it is omitted. So we look only at the Sat and Chit aspect of the self. So now the Atman is the nature of Sat and Chit, that is existence and consciousness. Then there is the Buddhi, that is the intellect. It has the capacity to think and it undergoes modifications when it thinks or understands something. But however, due to the lack of discernment, that is aviveka, we combine both of these. We combine the consciousness of the self on one hand and the changing functions of the intellect on the other. We combine both of this and we conclude janami, I know, I understand, I am thinking. This is how the ego arises. So here there are two factors. On one side there is the Atman, the self, which is Sat and Chit. The Atman is pure awareness. It does not do anything. It just shines forth. It does not think, but it illumines all thinking. On the other hand, there is the Buddhi, the intellect. It constantly undergoes changes. We know that thoughts, ideas, decisions, doubts, conclusions, so many things. And these changes are called as vritti, modifications. So Shankaracharya says that due to our lack of discrimination, what we tend to do is we mix these two. The consciousness belongs actually to the self, and the thinking process belongs to the intellect. But when the intellect becomes active, we say, I know this, I understand this, I made this decision, I am confused today. But in reality, that is not the truth. What is happening is the intellect is functioning, but the self is illuminating that functioning of the intellect. So because of this mutual superimposition, the two appear as one. So let us understand this with the help of an example. Now think of a bulb and electricity. Now electricity by itself has no shape or form. On the other hand, the bulb itself cannot produce light. Only when the electricity flows through the bulb, the light appears. So similarly, the intellect by itself is jada, it is inert, and the self is pure consciousness. So when the intellect is illumined by the consciousness, then the thoughts appear to be alive or they appear to be meaningful. But because this happens continuously, we begin to assume that I am the thinker. Another example. Consider fire and a ball of iron. Okay, firstly, there is fire, which is red hot, but it has no solid form. Secondly, there is an iron ball, which has form, but it has no heat. When the two are brought together, after some time, we see that the iron ball begins to glow with the heat from the fire. And we may think that the iron itself is fire. But actually, the heat belongs to the fire and shape belongs to iron. Similarly, consciousness belongs to the self and thinking belongs to intellect. But because of this association, they appear identical. So Swami Chinmayananda ji describes this association of the intellect and the Atman as a unholy wedlock. This is what the verse refers to here as indiscriminate blending of the two. And this indiscriminate blending results in the thought that, I am thinking, I am understanding, I am this, I am that, and a whole chain of identification starts. And this is all due to ignorance. And this is how the ego is born. This is actually not our real self. It might be called as a pseudo self or this is how the ego is born. And various saints, like Sri Ramakrishna, he used to say that this is the unripe ego or the worldly ego. Srila Prabhupada calls it false ego. So different terms, but the meaning is the same. It is misidentification. It is, I am doing, I don't understand, I am like this, I am like that. This is the fundamental error. This is how ego is born. So, okay, now we understood how this ego is born. Now, how to come out of this fundamental misperception that we are carrying, we are laboring under. How do we remove this? So, two methods come to the mind. The first is develop an inner objectivity, disidentify, create that space. Instead of, for example, instead of saying I am confused, we can say that confusion is present in the intellect at the moment. And I am not the intellect. I am the self. I am the Atma. We can do this. But immediately, we say that easier said than done. It cannot be so easily done, which is true, right? So we might understand this intellectually, but realization and transformation, it takes time because we have a lot of conditionings which we carry over lifetimes. It is not like a switch button where we can off it and on it at will. We tend to forget this. And the ego is very persistent. It is very deep rooted. And in many ways, it is difficult to overcome. So how do we do it then? So here comes the genius of our acharyas, the pure devotees, the exalted personalities. They are very compassionate and merciful. They say, fine, understood. It is difficult for you? Yes, I understand it. It is difficult to completely eliminate the ego immediately, but at least you can purify it. How can that be done? So they give the example of a person who eats a lot of milk sweets. This person is there, he binges on milk sweets, right? So what is the effect of it? Indigestion, upset stomach, correct? So what is the remedy for it? Buttermilk. Add a pinch of hing or ajwain and drink buttermilk. So both are milk products only. If you see, milk sweets are also made of sweets, milk, and buttermilk is also made of milk only. But the milk sweet causes disturbance while the buttermilk helps us cure it. So similarly, the acharyas say that, okay, this this ego is very difficult for you to remove. Fine, keep it. But instead, what you do is, instead of thinking that I am the master, I want to enjoy. Instead of saying that, retain that I am, but replace it with what? I am the child of God. I am a devotee. I am an instrument of God. Or even I am a spiritual seeker. Even that. So instead of saying I want the world, fine, I want, okay, retain it. But cultivate the desire, remove that word and cultivate the desire, I want to know God. In this way, when the slowly and gradually we see that the mind and the intellect gets purified, it gains the clarity and refinement required to help us gradually loosen the grip of ego, and ultimately we can transcend it. So in conclusion, Shankaracharya says that this statement, Janami, I know, it is a combination of two things: the consciousness of the self and the thinking function of the intellect. But due to a lack of discrimination, we mix them together. And when this confusion is removed, we begin to realize that the thoughts belong to the mind. Thoughts will come and go, clarity comes and goes. But the awareness which shines, it remains constant. And that awareness is our true nature. So thank you so much. This was the essence of the verse. Madam, please give me your valuable feedback. I'm sure many corrections will be needed. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity, ma'am. Thank you. Hari Om, ma'am.
Hari Om Jayamalaji. It was very well explained. Very well explained. So what we can take away? The I is formed because of the wedding between the Prakriti and the Purusha. Call it unholy, call it whatever, that is the way of life. Prakriti and the Purusha, because intellect, ego, jnanendriyas, all of these are part of the Prakriti. So if Prakriti and when Purusha, the Samyog, when that combination happens, which is whether it is with the senses, whether it is with the intellect, whether it is with the mind, because of that combination that happens, there is a creation of a false ego. That false ego is what we call as I am. And beautifully what Jayamala said, replace it with, instead of saying I am sad, say sadness is in the mind. I am. What is that I am? Which is what Ramana Maharishi says. Who is sad? He will say, no, who is sad? That observer you look at. And just say, I am. Just saying it aloud, I am, will itself bring one that, because I am nothing, no. I am. Just that amness is there. So, in fact, it is, I am sad. Drop the sad first and say, I am. Then drop the I am. Just the amness. That amness is the Paramatma. Because I is not even there. I itself is a false ego. So move from I am sad to I am to am. Just amness. And one thing, Jayamalaji, what I say, for us it is very difficult sometimes. But for somebody who has been getting this knowledge in again and again, it can happen in a snap as well. That is something it depends on how much I am seeking it. If my mind is restless and wants to know, it will come. How sincere and how strong the seeking is also matters. If we keep going, okay, this will happen, this will happen. So, what is our aim? Is my aim, so let's call this being and doing. Prakriti is doing, being? Is my aim to be so that I can do well? Or is my aim just to be with the self, with Bhagavan? First we will do for the world. I am feeling very disturbed, I am this, I am that. But if as long as that is the aim, right, it will still, the world is somewhere holding us still. So then the struggle, it will keep continuing, because the world is still, we are holding on to the world is holding on to us. If I am doing so that everything can, it will happen. I will learn, I will fall, I will learn, I will fall, and it will seem like one never-ending loop. But if I really want to just be with him, then the shifts will start happening faster. I want to be contented. I want to be in Shanti. Not unconditionally. Not for any other reason. Unconditionally.
Point to be noted, unconditional.
Unconditionally. I just want to be. I just want to be contented. I just want to... this thing is very disturbing me and it is causing too much trouble between me and my husband. So I want to be. Can start like that. But then it will start like that, probably. It will start like that. But it's like when again I'm in the samsara chakra only. I will be fine. But the more you seek that, it doesn't mean I'm going to not do, right? It is not that I'm leaving it, I'm not doing it. It is just that unconditional, that absolute faith that if I am with him, this will be taken care of. That faith. So unconditionally, I want to be, just to be with the Bhagavan in the heart. When that happens, then the shift will come quicker. Still doesn't mean we will not fall, but at that time our lamentation will be that, oh God, why am I away from you? Don't let me go away from you. Keep me with you. Not why am I acting like this? Why am I losing my temper all the time? Why am I... I am away from you. I want to be back with you soon. The attitude changes, that's all. Want to, that bhakti ka. You have that, I want to do your archana. Let us, in our mind, let us keep doing how many hours we had this japa, on the topic of japa in our farm last week. Some 100 people had come last Friday. I think we spoke about it in the Bhagavatam session, right? So that, what was I trying to say?
Just want to be with him.
Yeah. Just want to be with him. So you are like, you have this archana. Keep praising his name all the time. Ishvara Pranidhana. God, I am nothing. There is no me, only you are there. When that attitude comes up, no, there's nothing to... It's just him. Actually, it is only him who is doing it. Why? Give me examples. Why it is only him doing it? Everybody here. How have you felt his hand in everything? Even
Earlier
in one
it
or
was
two
very
instances.
conditional. Earlier it was very conditional, the way we are, the way we are brought up in our society, house, everything. Now, after this, all this knowledge, it has really become unconditional. I just want to be with him through satsang or through books or through japa, whatever it is. And as you said yesterday and day before, I was disturbed just because of our sister's discussion. Then I just looked at myself. The thought went away. I said it is lower mind. I am working through lower mind. So the my kama, krodha, lobha, moha. It is anger and the discussion has created the disturbance. I witnessed that. Just in seconds I was clear.
So you are able to see that the moment you turn to the self, this falls off.
Yeah. All this all these lessons immediately
Did
comes
you
and
do it?
reflects.
Did you do?
Yes.
Did you make it fall?
Yes.
Did you make it fall?
I did not understand. Could you
Did
please
you
repeat?
did it fall because of you?
No, just because of the reflection, because of him.
Yeah.
When the knowledge
The
came
moment
up,
we hold his feet, it falls off.
I was working through
As long
lower
as we
mind.
try to let go, no, it is almost impossible to let go.
Yes.
It's almost impossible to let go. When
I,
we hold his feet, it falls.
I told myself, what is it so much of satsanga, and again I am disturbed. Why I am disturbed? I went on questioning myself. I could be very easily free and fresh in my mind.
Yeah. Also, this whole thing, no, I am going for so much satsanga. Why should I? This is the way. That is the way.
Okay.
Okay, let us not. And sometimes last year I was much better than this. This year I am not good. Let us not
Immediately will fall.
unnecessarily put all this load on us. Okay. This moment I am with this, I want to come out. This moment I am with the wrong self, wrong I should move out. That's all. I was like, those things are entangling. Even my own spirituality can become entangling for me. My memory of my spirituality becomes one image for me. Not to get caught in anything. Because like Nachu Swamigal was telling in one of his talks, as you become more spiritual, even the smallest disturbance will feel big. Because now you are seeing. Earlier, everybody, it is like, I'm not even seeing that disturbance is happening. I'm living my life. I am just pushing it on the carpet. This is part of life. This is only life, right? And we are just going. But now what happens is, as we move spiritually, you will see that even the small disturbances, it is like a very dirty room. If your room is very dirty and you're used to that dirt, that dirty room, you will come in, you will do, you will feel, you'll not even look. Now you have cleaned your room spick and span. And then even one thing that is out of place, that will catch your eye. Correct? It will disturb you and you will want to clean it right away. And okay, so that is what happens when the chitta shuddhi happens also. Initially, though, it is full, like that dirty room only, full of all male. So then we are just, we are sleeping in that, we are eating in that, we are doing whatever with all that mala within. Once we start cleaning, even the smallest disturbance will irk us more and more. So it will show more prominently, which means, doesn't mean we are going backward spiritually or anything like that. It just means it is a cleaner room and every little disturbance is being shown to us right now. Okay. So very nicely explained, Jamal. I was just extending whatever you explained. Very neatly, verse by verse, word by word. Very nicely explained.
Ma'am, when did that shift happen for you?
Huh.
If it's not too personal.
No. It's not. I think it was 15 years back. 15 or 16 years back. I was with Chinmaya Mission. Of course, initially, when if I say that shift happened to me, I don't know. It was for me that shift from the ego to the witness. Clearly, I was reading the book. There was Ishwaranandaji's Chinmaya Mission this thing. I was reading this book called Conscious Living. And then he is telling in that you can witness the thoughts. Like, what do you mean witness the thoughts? Thoughts are there. What witnessing the thoughts? What does he mean witnessing the thoughts? The thoughts are just there, right? But it was a deep seek. Something, it was not going out of the mind. And one day when I was cooking, I just remember this. I was cooking And as always, something about my mother-in-law irked me. And that moment, certain thoughts came in. If you do this, this will happen, this kind of a consequence, tuck, 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 it happened. And that moment I saw me looking at the thoughts. I saw myself looking at the thoughts. I don't know how to put that. Like that, the thoughts are going on. So since then, what has been happening is, even before the thoughts come, that looking is there. When the thoughts are going on, also the looking is there. And finally, the thoughts are also going into it, that falling. That in the beginning, the middle, and the end, that the thoughts are rising from it and rising from going back into it. That is very clear. Constantly there. But this is not realization.
Movie, watching the movie.
Clearly, it is whatever is happening like a movie. And I am enjoying it like a Leela. Sometimes getting caught for a second. But even when getting caught, the witness is always there. I don't know how to put it. It's like a dreamer seeing the dream. When I see the dream, that's okay. So this I think will be called jnana, the first level. But still, the mala is there. It's not fully clean, right? So we cannot say it is that flame without a flicker at all, without the wind. It is not like that. It is constantly there. That much is clear, but not that it is unshaken all times. That is not there yet. So that complete Vishranti is still a journey. So if I have to say something, this is, I am very, for me, this shift came from Chinmaya Mission. So I feel very, how do I say?
Indebted.
Yeah,
Indebted.
indebted, absolute bhakti, absolute surrender, whatever. I feel so grateful for it's mind-boggling that you are watching it. I didn't understand. I don't know how many of you are able to watch that yet after all this talking. It's a shift. Yesterday also here, Bhagavad Gita classes we are taking. I'm taking here, and it's a study. Again, we are studying Vyasaushadam only. And one auntie is later on, when I was walking in the morning, she is asking, but you are telling me I'm not the body, but when a cut happens, I still feel, and there is a pain, I still feel I am the one in pain. What is this observer that you are talking about? I'm still not feeling that observer thing. I said, that is a shift that has to happen. You stay with it. What is this observer? What is this observer? It should not rest in your mind. And then when your jignasa is there, he will show it to you. Probably as a glimpse sometimes, or it will stay with you. For me, this is here's Ishwarananda ji's, he showed it. And then when I read the Drigdrishya Viveka, for me, more than Shruti, I think reading works. Bhajana works. It depends on people also. It clicks with reading for me. In Shruti, I can abide. But reading makes me contemplate, and through that contemplation, it works for me. So when I read the Drigdrishya Viveka, I was consciously able to go there. Until then, what was happening? I was consciously able to make myself a witness. Until then, it would happen once in a while. On its own, it had to happen. But once the Drigdrishya Viveka came in, could move into the witness state consciously. These two shifts. I don't know if it's...
Aarti, that's why it's so easily explained in your book also, the Drishya Viveka. When you read it, it makes complete sense. Who is the seer behind the eye?
Yeah.
It's so easy
it's
simply
experiential in a way.
It's explained very nicely. Simple words also.
That meditation you taught, that is the witness meditation, that
Yeah.
going back, the one meditation you did in the parenting class, I think, when first parenting class you did.
Hmm.
So at that time only I could recognize my thoughts.
Correct.
I am
Yeah, you
disturbed.
could see the thoughts. Correct.
And going to the roots, going back. At one point of time, I stood blank, and you
Hmm.
told to go beyond that. So after that, that watching of thought became very easy.
Yeah, who I am, that is very, it's beautiful.
Yeah. And now always I am, and the thoughts, that is lower mind or higher mind. Lower means is all our day-to-day activities and disturbances. If I am very calm and towards reading, attending classes, so I'll be in the higher mind. I could
But
easily
the final state is, it is still elusive. It is still there, no?
final state, I don't know. I can easily come out of disturbance. I can see
Yeah.
that
So what we
thoughts
are
and
telling,
mind.
what we are really here right now is, what we are telling is Shama Dama.
Initial stages.
Shama Dama, Viveka, Uparati. Those are, in fact, the prerequisites. So what we are building here is only the prerequisite for that final realization. We are only building. So in the beginning only, they what adhikaratvam is that Shama, Dama, Uparati, the Shat Sampati, the Viveka,
Passing
the
the
Vairagya.
entrance test. Passing the entrance test one by one.
So we are building ourselves right now.
Ma'am,
to-
can you just give the meanings of that kshama as patience?
Shall we go with each one more time today?
Which one, ma'am? Shloka? Atma Bodha?
आत्मा बोधा में वो श्लोका है ना?
क्षमा दमा कौन सा इससे पहले वाला था जो?
बिगिनिंग में आता है वो. Shama is mastering the mind. Dama is mastering the senses.
Okay.
Matlab sense where I am asking it to go only, it will go. Senses.
It will be very nice, ma'am, then it.
Senses where I am asking it to go only, it will go. And it doesn't give in to likes and dislikes. Jitendriya. Okay, that is why before Shiva we always pray to Ganesha. Ganesha is, and even to reach Rama, we pray to Hanuman. They are all Jitendriyas. Becoming flexible, be flexible like, who is this? Ganesha. Listen more, talk less. These are all initially, if you have overcome all of these, then you can finally work towards Chitta Ekagrata on Bhagwan. Right? So, but if we are able to observe as the separator, as a separate from the mind, that is one of the big steps. One shift. That jnana is there. If you are able to become a witness, it is one big shift. Through the beginning,
observing your thoughts, na ma'am?
Observing your thoughts. There is it's very, and that observer is not you.
Ego.
That consciousness hai kahin pe, andar.
Ma'am, when you put it as awareness, it is easier to. Because you are aware that you are alive. Something knows that you are alive.
Yeah, that
you
aware.
are here. That awareness.
है, exist. I exist. I'm aware. है. So वो एक It is like the watching is happening, but watching is happening like a screen and all the thoughts are coming. How they are telling. That is a very important shift to become that observer. Because then that is like the sun and everything is just flowing and going. Like one movie, it is just happening and it is going. So we are working. If with that, what happens? Even before that, Shama, I can bring my mind under my control. I can choose to go. Viveka, what is real, what is unreal? This is a part of the mind. I am not the mind. Look at the self. Come back. Right? This is Viveka. Viveka is to know the Sat from the Asat. It's very clear. Knowing the Sat from the Asat. And another beauty is sometimes if you go with the Asat also, for a while you know that it is Asat, sometimes you are in that grip. But that also is Prakriti. Who is shining behind that? He. Instead of again adding guilt or regret, it is just say it's a play of Prakriti. See, now, if something beautiful happens, I feel wondrous. But when I get caught with the thoughts, why should I again not be wonder in that? That is also another Leela. His Leela only, I'm not even there. His Leela only, I am not even there. He, for some reason, has chosen to go with it. To bring about some Leela in the world.
That is absolute surrender.
That's absolute. Then I is not there. Then there is no room for regret. There is no room for... And you are joyful. Because Prakriti is separate. If you look at that formula, it is Paramatma plus Vasana or Paramatma from plus I, me, mine, Ahankara is equal to Jiva. If from the Jivatma, the I, me, mine is removed, only Paramatma and the equipments and the instruments are there. So, the Purusha is playing through the Prakriti to give out some Leela. Where is the I in that at all? I is a false shackle.
Just worship the Devi, no, who's playing.
Yeah, she's
That's
just
what
playing.
Bala said in today's Gita class also, how to worship.
So, whether you get caught, whether you don't get caught, there is no I am not bothered. It's just one Leela. Sab kuch is only a wonder. When I go out in nature, I see, the birds are going this is happening. So beautiful. I have the sense of wonder for Prakriti. But when I see an animal, one tiger killing, will I feel the same wonder? No. But I should. Oh, what a wonder. Look at this. The ways of the world. No, we will get into judgment. Ayo, Papa. My wrong compassion, karuna and all will start coming.
Feel fearful only, no, man?
Fearful. All these will start coming in. Okay, that also you enjoy. Like everything, now if you start divinizing even the intellect, then everything becomes beautiful. But that can be done in stages only. Not in the beginning. This is not in the beginning. Then I will watch everything. Oh, Leela, entertainment. Nay, that is not Leela. Okay. First, we have to go to... So, that is why we have to put these disclaimers. First, apna. Shama kitne logon ka hai? I will tell in my class, my children. Today, we will practice Shama Dama. Because they will... Sorry, auntie, he is disturbing me. Shama Dama. If you are in Shama and Dama, even if he is doing something, it will not bother you. That guy will wantedly do this and all that. And then this guy will get all triggered because this guy gets triggered all the time. Okay, so Shama Dama, you practice. So let us ask ourselves, On a scale of 0 to 10, my Shama. On a scale of 0 to 10, my Dhamma, senses. On a scale of 0 to 10, my Viveka, wisdom. How much wisdom is, how much I'm leading life through my inner compass. See, wisdom one is when I am
Inner
in,
what,
when
ma'am?
I am
Inner
caught in
compass.
my mind, coming out what is Sat, what is Asat, that is one thing. But also understanding rhythm. I mean, knowing what is the right path versus the wrong path. What will, if I go in this path, I will get caught. So I need to be careful. This will take me away. This will keep me more grounded, coming more as an intuition.
Priya, we should check.
It is not an intellectual, it's very intuitive. It's very intuitive. So for everything, you should not, we should go beyond the intellect and not engage the intellect all the time. When you just be, then it will shine it through the intellect. When I'm saying it is that consciousness, it will shine it through the intellect. Many decisions I would just, confusion hoga, I would either sleep on it or I will go into meditation. And in the meditation, it will come. Sometimes, if I feel an emotion coming with it, I will still put it off until it comes with clarity. No rush. If there is still an emotion coming with it, I will put it off. Which means there is still some I, me, mine there. So put it off. Even these things are general wisdom. So the more we are with the self, right? Being with the self, the more we choose to be with the self, he starts guiding your life. He makes you flow. You can really do Ishvara Pranita. Just to be with him. I have to do the cooking and all that, and all is different. But that just being, no, it is very beautiful. We have to practice that. And when we practice, I remember this at least. This Viveka was there from a childhood. Absolute clarity.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. I wanted to ask you that only.
Mm.
Is this
The Viveka of life, no, was very clear from childhood only. From a very
you carried it from the previous
something that past
spiritual seeking, no? I think.
Yeah. I
Yes.
was always drawn to uh, Purandaradasa's songs, right? Even in those songs, I was more drawn, I was less drawn to the Varnana of God. I was more drawn to philosophy. Even from that age, when there were Vairagya songs, philosophical songs of Purandaradasa, those I would always go and learn. The too much Varnana of God, I will be okay. That's my, so I was not that drawn to that.
What is your age that time? More than 50?
15, no.
15.
Lala.
40.
Even before.
Even before?
Purandaradasa Kriti and all I learned from 6th standard, 7th standard. But I really developed a liking for it from 8th standard. Something, I don't know what age you are in 8th standard. Whatever that age is. Yeah, I think 13. Something like that.
Yeah.
Teenage. And then some major shifts happened. consciously taking to spirituality was much later when I turned 34. But when I was in college, in my house, there would be the one wall full was that chariot, Mahabharata chariot, Krishna and Arjuna and the 10 horses, full wall.
Wow, beautiful.
Okay. And sometimes that at that time there were some, I remember, problems between parents and stuff like that little. I remember sitting there and I felt like Krishna was speaking to me. It was around the time when I was getting prepared to get married. I was not getting prepared, but college, third year, fourth year, things like that. That's what. That was, I think, he was Bodha, they say, no? It was happening from that wall. That was huge. I myself get surprised sometimes where that kind of wisdom came when I was getting married, and I said, happiness is in my hands. There will be no situation this way or that way. It doesn't matter. Happiness is in my hands, and my marriage is going to be a happy marriage. It is my decision. So I was like, what, 21 only.
And you're too matured.
That is what I'm saying is Viveka. Something it came with. I remember even when I was very young, when I was very cold and all, I could make my body hot. I had taught that to my friend also. I mean, just still, it's something like that. I would be like, I am very warm. I am not feeling cold. I am something I would say. Now I don't think I can do that. That time I was able to do it. Now that has gone.
Your mind was your good friend.
It was a good friend at that time. So I would generate that heat in my. Now I'm not able to do it. It's changing all the time. My hormones. I don't know, God, what is happening. No, it's not happening. But that time I was. But
I only had celebrity pictures, ma'am, on my wall.
On your wall, celebrity picture.
But I was that love. I was attracted to people who were genuinely loving. And Raghuramji says love is the primary emotion. That's it.
Yeah. So that was one. And then again, when my children were a little late, at every step, lots of steps, right? So I was guided by Krishna, is all I can think. All these words that come, where will we think, right? Somewhere his blessing was there. Whenever there were some difficult situations at home with mother-in-law, I would say, because of me, there will be no trouble between son and mother. I will not be the cause for any kind of
It is like Chinmaya
rift
mission
within the
statement.
family. Huh?
Chinmaya mission statement, one pledge is there no? In Chinmaya mission's book. Chinmaya mission book, there is a pledge.
Correct.
I will give more than I earn.
What I consume.
And I
So
will not be
all that sense of responsibility, giving more than this has been a see, I'm not, please don't take it. I am also looking at it as a witness only from outside about somebody's life like that. Not this thing. So it cannot be me because I didn't do anything until then like that. Somewhere he has been a beautiful guiding force. And then after we were in the US, and when I was in the US only, so this is all how I was, there were some decisions, values with which I have led my life. That's why I connect with Rama also. Rama also works through dharma, values very strongly, right? So somehow for me, he is this thing in that way. And then again, so beautifully, if you see, we were in the US. Anand, my brother, told me about Bala. And I think Bala's coming together in my life was also ordained. We were in the US. There was no plan to come back that time. There was a plan to come back eventually, but not at that time. Something happened for us. Came back from the US. Initially, though, it was all wonderful. Okay, Anand was also going to come to the US. Bala was also going to come to the US. Everybody, it was like that. We had arranged for that. But God said, none of you are going. You are meant to be here. He called us also back. In our job, we were supposed to come back. So their marriage happened and we came back. So I think that is also something written in some way. It was very, afterwards, if you see, when we went to the UK, we left our jobs and we went to the UK. Both Anand and Kumar got a job there. Again, Bala and I, at that time only started really actually studying like major. Bala, I think, had a different, her grandmother and those kind of things. For me, like it was music. For her, she had. But I never owned my spirituality so much as she did until a particular point in time. I liked it, but I didn't own my spirituality. She was like very, I remember she would speak so devotional and say, Bala, please talk little logic at least. I would tell.
Even though for me, it's very different. The way she speaks and you speak is very different.
Yeah, we are so completely. I'm like,
Yeah.
Thoda, please put little logic, Bala. I will tell.
She is Bhakti, you are Gnana.
Yeah, right, like that. So we are, so that compliments also. We are kind of with each other. Am I making it very long? You asked me, and I'm in one journey of.
No, it is a practical session.
So this is
All
all,
these are
he is
theories.
only bringing people together. Where was Bala? Where is this? And this is coming together, and the farm coming together, the way it is going, everything. I cannot say what we did only. We were very stupid to go and buy the farm. We just stood there and say, oh, this looks so nice. This feels so nice. Let's buy this farm. And then somebody is telling, did you do the soil test? Did you check the water? Oh, we should have done all these things. No, we didn't do all this at all. We acted like, see, that's how we feel. But imagine all of us are like that. All of us are like that. We just stood there and said, this feels right. Let's just get this. And we took it like that. Okay, so somewhere only he has nothing here. We have not done anything. We didn't know where this satsang we want to do. He said we will plant some trees. We will see. We will do whatever. We should give back to nature. No, we're taking so much from nature. We should give back to it. And then it has taken things. So when we start looking at our lives from a distance, no, every single thing you will see that I have not done anything. He has shown the path. Yes, Divya wanted to say.
It has happened.
It has only happened.
His hand, I said.
His hand only. His hand only, completely. Every step of the way. That clarity with which I left the job. God, it was not an easy for me. For personally, 7 years, we had some, after marriage, we had lots of ups and downs with the job and general kids being late, not happening when we wanted. So it was, but somehow we were happy. We were having very little money. In that money, I would save 300, we would go to Kodaikanal and come. It was not easy. There was a little, but again, there was a quality of adventure. My mother will come and say, everything is okay, you want something. I say, no, ma, perfect. I'll make up lies. I used to lie because I didn't want them to worry. I didn't want any help from them. I didn't want to blame them. I felt that they may feel it was an arranged marriage. I didn't want them to feel that maybe they made a mistake, this or that, whatever. Your parents can feel things, whatever. everything is good, going very well, full lies only. Handled completely. So all that strength and everything, somewhere his grace was there. That's all I can say. Okay, long story.
Actually, when we see like this, we will be living at that moment. At that point of time, we don't feel that we have any suffering or hardship.
Yeah.
Only when we look back, we say, oh, how much I have suffered. Right now, no suffering. We are speaking, we are in the class, we are actually happy.
Yeah.
Once we keep the phone, all the old stuff will come to the head, then we build the story. Otherwise, living in that moment and that conscious awareness, that's very beautiful throughout the day.
And for me, this life, when I see it like this, it's Leela. His Leela. And wonder and gratitude. And lots of see, in the suffering also there was gratitude. It was adventure, so much, and so much we learned through that phase. I would never take away that period. I never take away that period. Time is up. It's
Like
still-
life flows, life should flow like a river. Time also just flows. We don't know, we have already turned 50 plus. How
Yeah.
fast?
Even if we each one reflect on our lives, so many things where we have attributed, I did this, I did that, this happened to me. This, you will start seeing his wonderful hand behind it, and when we start seeing his hand, no, nothing will seem wrong after that.
We
I
may
am
not name
here
it
the way I
spiritually.
am today because of everything, everybody who is there. Wherever I am is thanks to everything that has happened in the past. Thanks to everybody who has been a part of my life. I may have defined them as good, bad, law, pleasure, pain, all those things, but that is what has shaped me to who I am today. Where I am.
We may not label it spiritually, but when we just look at the past, all the years past, it has happened. Then I did, I made, somebody did. It is just happened. Life has happened.
But
The
Bharati,
way my father passed away. Yes,
actually,
Prema?
Bharati, parents also plays an important part for our spiritual progress. I hope so, especially to me.
Yeah.
My mother, yeah.
Mother and father, I think. In my case, my father was more in the spiritual path. My mother was a singer. She encouraged me to sing.
No, I lost my father when I was 3 or 4 years. So
Oh.
mother only. So she used to take me to the temple. And one sir was there. He doesn't have child. So he was teaching Tirupugal. That was only 6 years. I am 5 or 6 years. She used to take me. She will keep me sit and sing. Now also I am so impressed. No Tirupugal.
Yeah.
Arunagiri Natharka. So like that, she was so much for my spirituality. She is the main this one. Always telling Bhagwan, Krishna, 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 Krishna is still there. From the childhood, from 6 years, I was spiritually. I was
And even
attending
this
Kovi.
meeting, even this virtual meeting, how it is
Yeah.
designed, no? Till this COVID, there was no virtual meetings. All even in that office, we used
When
to
we
go.
started where we were, and now when I see, and the way we are talking, it's so different, isn't it?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
no way we know each other. And this platform, again, it's a
That-
leader.
And
Great
especially
gratitude.
RPG, actually, after my son's death, you came in my life. You people. How I don't know. And really, it is a very big boon for me.
He knows
Atma
whom to
Bodha.
give where, whom,
Yeah,
what they need, he will give correct the right time.
exactly.
That
This
story,
what you
no, that
wanted, Jayamala ji? I don't know what you were something. This is what came to my mind when you asked the question.
Yes, ma'am. It's been a lovely discussion.
the
Yes.
story, one bird was sitting, Emma was going, he was planning to take the life of that bird. Now the story. Then the Garuda put him somewhere
Yeah.
The same thing. He will put everyone on the path where we have to be, will be there. So no seeking, only surrender is the way.
When we start looking at our life like this, no, missing puzzle pieces will start coming, and it is like, oh, this is why it is like, and it's part of a grand design. You feel like a part of a grand design. You're so small. What I am thinking, me, I am such a small thing in this part. This whole, he is moving everything. What you can see how all the people are working. I would many times, sometimes when I have a fight with my husband or something, I will say something, and then my husband, and I will always tell my children will be there. I'll be like, I am perfect for him, I'll tell. And he's also perfect for me at other times. But, sometimes that, like that, we are perfect for each other. He has chosen it like that for ourselves. So, life is actually beautiful. It's an
Actually,
adventure.
yours is love marriage,
No, arranged.
arranged marriage.
Arranged marriage. But
But
I
really
like.
lucky.
Huh?
You are lucky you got a good, perfect, you told, no?
No, see, he has only chose that. Also, everything, if you see like that, absolute freedom.
Mm.
Never questioned
Oh, great.
any
Yeah.
choice of mine.
Mm.
Okay.
He dare not, ma'am.
Look at her. That is also true. That is also true.
How Raghuramji had told, no, in your first book release function, she has written the book, she has handled her husband also.
Oh, he said that. I don't remember.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he told.
look how Jayamalaji knows me so well. Correct. He dare not. No, but he has actually.
No, now being
I feel
more than that, she's
yeah.
unquestionable.
I am unquestionable. No.
No, maybe it's day-to-day transaction life. Otherwise, no need to question you. You are that such an
Ma'am,
integrity is there
first
with you.
time I attended your class was a Bhagavatam class, and I saw you sitting there. I mean, I thought, my God, she's formidable. The way you were chanting that Om Namo Bhagavate, with so much intensity in that way you were chanting that first few lines. I was, but when we get to know you, ma'am, you're so approachable.
Ah,
So it's not like that. I
yeah.
don't think you're formidable enough. Maybe initially लगता है, but once we get to know you, you are very warm and approachable. Maybe
Maybe.
it's just my
It-
this. I mean,
Some people that tell me I am looking like Nirmala
Our
Sitharaman
Vasan.
when I wear a sari and go.
ah, she is
She's
much
also
older.
like that, no?
She is
Yeah.
much older
Once I
than me.
saw her DP, I really thought that she was with Narendra Modi, and I had asked her whether you were with Modi.
Yeah.
No, I was so confident that she can go there.
Jayamala ji is the sweetest thing. You can see her, she's so soft spoken. Like she will.
Jayamala ji is very soft spoken. I am nowhere near soft spoken. That is true. Nowhere near soft spoken.
But you are warm and approachable. That's what I said.
That may be
Soft
there.
spoken has nothing. It's just
Yeah, very hard. That's not my character only.
it's okay, na ma'am. We all have our
No, I have no problems. I'm very happy. Whatever Krishna has given me, with this, what I can do, I will do. I have
Even I am
absolutely.
not so soft spoken, I am not very smooth, I am very direct, not polished.
That is the only thing I'm not. Rama, no, that values and all fully, but Rama was very soft.
Jayamala ji, is so sweet. She will not say anything to anybody. And I look at her and feel like that.
Yeah.
Jaimala ji is like Vidura. She is very deep and spiritual.
Very straight also with telling. I can handle mother-in-law, father-in-law, husband. Put everybody in line.
Put everybody in their place.
Not by talking, but
But yeah,
in some way.
No, because of that
that is,
honesty
it's
and
good, no, ma'am. You've
unselfishness in
Yeah,
the
spoken
heart.
about
see,
your
when you
boundaries.
talk, right, if there
Mm,
is no image or word in coming, the I doesn't come and you say it, right? It reaches. It
yes.
it it impacts.
Effective.
And
Communication is very effective.
And
yes,
unselfishness.
huh,
Only what had to be done, it has to be according to this for the
yeah,
benefit of all.
yeah. And I came
No
into a family,
selfishness.
even though I came into a Madhva family, do not know philosophy, open, nobody to tell me why did you go into Advaita, or because we are Dvaita, nobody to pull me, those kind of things, nothing. Really, he has paved the path for me in all those ways, actually.
Krishna has brought you to Advaita. Dvaita is only Krishna, no? So that's why he has taken you to Dvaita family.
I think through the Dvaita, some cleaning up has happened, and now time to come to Advaita. That's okay.
Nice reflection.
Yes, Jaymala.
I aspire to be like you, ma'am. But
No,
today,
we can be. I don't. See, this is, let me tell you something. Huh?
Swabhava, Bala said today, Swabhava cannot be changed.
How can you say? Can I speak softly like you, Jaymala ji?
But
No
on
chance. I cannot talk like you any day. Okay, I would look at that Shivani ji. She speaks so softly. Everybody feels so relaxed and connected and calm.
Brahma Kumari kashi
I'll
vanadu?
sometimes wonder I'm on the spiritual path. Then I will console myself. Chinmayananda ji. He will be like that. Okay, no problem. So why no need to change our swabhava, and also don't look up to anybody, don't look down on anybody, which means I'm not looking at myself. This is the instrument he has given, which means I am not happy with it. So let us keep what we are. This is my swabhava. It has its own this thing. Only things is if there is something stopping me in my journey, if there is something which is blocking my flow, then I need to overcome that. Then I need to overcome that, because we are on the spiritual journey and the flow has to keep going. Maybe not the way we talk, but internally, if there is something stopping me, then I must. And I should not, even on the spiritual journey, we can connect with somebody. Look at somebody, oh, they have got a guru, I have not got a guru. Oh, they have so much, their eyes are Bala to will tear up. Now, if I am going to think that should be, then I will stray from my path. We don't
No
stray.
copying.
This is my swabhava, that is her swabhava. We will live according to our swadharma. Not to say that only that is the highest way or this is. We are all on our path, and according to us, we have to understand and walk this path according to our instruments. That's
If you become too soft, no, we may not accept you. We may feel that you may be not feeling well. That's why you have become soft. So we have accepted you as you are. It is
like
very
Bhargavi
happy
says,
that
no, earlier I used to shout more, it seems.
yeah,
Shout loud.
I remember your classes high pitch and the music, how the loud, um, Stavara Stai, they say, no, that high pitch songs. Now she has come down very much. She has softened.
Softened. Chalo, we will close the session. This is satsanga, no? It's so beautiful. We are all connecting, but we are all connecting with Krishna in the center.
Yeah. And there is no judgment. It is only a request by Jaimala. I have also asked Aarti ji that how do you have practiced, like her personal life from morning, how she lives. The questions I have asked. No, with so much of classes and children, my question was when she cooks, when she takes care of the family, how can she read so much? All the questions are coming to me. And this is 25 years of practice, not one day. Now, I have started 5 years back. It is 25 years of practice and studies. It's not so easy for everyone. And every question, any inquiry is very educating. It is no personal curiosity in that. And she is very open to accept and share her life. That is her greatness. Thank you. Thank you, Artiji. Thank you so much.
ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ But all this is live streamed, no?
I remember.
No,
I don't
no
think anybody is
problem.
watching.
No,